Okay, so I'm here today with David and Sally. These guys are clients of Post and Beam. They've just finished building their new home, and they've kindly allowed us to come into their home today and ask them questions about the building process. The first thing that I'd really like to know, and I'm sure people who are watching at home would like to know, is what was it that made you want to design and build your own home? Most people nowadays will, get a house and land package or something like that. What was it that made you decide to build your own home?
I think it was to create something different. And we'd built before, but again, it was just nothing like this. It was just your standard house package sort of thing. And I think just to build something different that stands out from, what we wanted to put into the house.
And this gave us that avenue to do that. It was really good. We were able to build what we wanted.
That's great. And you just felt that you weren't going to get that if you
we
went along
definitely
that traditional...
No.
We definitely wouldn't have, because we'd actually gone through 2 other builders. I won't bore you with the terrible details, but they were horrendous. And at one stage, we actually looked at selling the block and buying established.
Yes.
And then Sal started talking about mud brick. So we hit that into the computer.
Yep.
Came up with Post and Beam. Rang David up that day.
Yep.
Had a chat with him. Good chat, 30 or 40 minutes.
Yep.
And I think the next day we went forward with him from there, because he just set us straight onto what it involves, what you do, how the rollout is. And it just felt right even from day one.
It just felt right.
Well,
Just
yeah,
felt
especially
comfortable.
after building before, then going through another 2 builders, hating that. And it was just...
Why did you hate that other process?
Because they didn't listen to what we wanted
No,
to do.
they didn't.
They didn't listen to the plans we wanted. They had their own ideas, and they really didn't give us that avenue to be creative and build what we wanted to build.
So, guys, obviously, I can tell you were happy with the process, because you wouldn't allow me into your home to be asking you these questions if you weren't. But I think what people at home might be interested in is, how did you find the process? Was it easier than you expected? Was it harder? Could you just say a little bit about what it was like for you guys?
I think from the word go, the process was good. And it was a fantastic experience building the house, doing the plans, talking to David, picking out the products that we wanted in our house that were going to be there for a long time, and getting to choose these things, and the whole experience was fantastic.
Yeah.
Sally, how'd you find it?
Yeah, I found it really great. In fact, we keep saying when we build again, because we just really had a wonderful time doing it, and people are often surprised that we had such a good time building our own home. But David just was so helpful. If there was ever an issue, he always was there to talk to us at any time.
And David
really.
Beachy was good too.
David was great. David Beachy was fabulous. He was always happy to help, and he'd talk you through things if you didn't understand. So, all in all, it was a really good experience.
That's good. So I'm supposing in a build probably there were a few minor issues, but I guess what's coming through here for me is that when things did happen, David was right there, he was on top of it, and you felt looked after. Would that be...
Well, the thing is with David, the other builders that we'd looked at going through, you might talk to them Monday to Friday.
Yep.
David, we could talk to any time, and I would ring him. It could be 6 o'clock at night or on the weekend or 7 or 8 or whatever it was. If there was something up, he was happy to take the call, and he'd spend a lot of time explaining it and putting it into the simplest terms for even a person like me to understand, which was great. So really, little complications at times, but nothing major.
And so what I'm getting is that you felt personally looked after.
Oh, absolutely,
with David.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Had a good time chatting with him on the phone too. So
Okay, great.
it's definitely different from any other experience we've had building.
So did you guys build the kit yourself, or did you have a builder build the kit for you?
No, we had a builder do the house for us.
Okay.
And we were put onto him through David Beachy.
Okay.
And again, he was a great builder who, did the house without a problem. And just along the way, if things did come up, he was also easygoing and just made the whole experience, again, I know it sounds cliche and all that, but it was just a fantastic experience from working with Dave Beachy to the builder and to the other trades alike.
So I gather then that builder was someone David worked with in the past, and
Yes,
he
he had.
recommended him.
Yeah, he
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
He
And-
pinpointed us to that tradesman,
Great.
which was great because we don't know the trades, and again, where would we start? So that was a good
Yeah.
thing that he could head us in the right direction.
Guys, I'm curious. Post and Beam are kit home builders, and you, as you just told me, you never really wanted to build the home yourself. You wanted to have builders involved. Was it ever a question for you in your mind as why am I getting a kit home builder to involved in this process when I actually want a builder to build it?
No, not really.
No.
It was just really finding the home that suited us, and we knew we were never going to build it on our own.
Yeah.
We just didn't have that capacity to do that. So really, David just headed us in the right direction with our builder and flowed from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So you always knew that you wanted someone else to build it for you,
Definitely.
but you knew you wanted to have 100% control
Absolutely.
over what was being done.
Yeah.
And therefore that whole process just unfolded. I
Well, the
guess.
thing was to have Dave Beachy doing his thing, but also him getting us onto a trade where if we need to make changes or do things, we're not going to be hit with whether it's fines like other building companies too. You can make changes to the house as you go.
Yeah.
And again, not to be a pain to the tradesman, but at least, you know, you're building a house, things come up.
Yeah.
And that was the good thing. Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So obviously you guys are happy with your new home. I can see that. But could you tell us what is it that you love most about your new Post and Beam home?
With the new house, it's almost like I wouldn't know where to start again because I love so much about this house. It's hard to pinpoint one thing.
Yep.
It's a sort of house that we've been in here for 18 months, and quite often we can be walking around the house and we might look at the kitchen. We say, how good is this?
Yeah.
And it might be the pitch ceilings, it might be the posts, it all just works together.
Yeah.
The noise insulation, the sound insulation.
Yeah.
I think it's just it's got character, it's got a different feel.
Yeah.
Fireplace was a good one.
Yeah.
Dave Beachy, I talked to him about fireplaces quite a bit, and he said that really sets off the whole, Post and Beam
Feel
style.
of the
Yeah, it
Post
does,
and
and
Beam
it
house,
gives
yeah.
it a warmth.
There is very warm, this house. Actually, I really like, people won't be able to see this, but I like the way you've blended that traditional feel of the Post and Beam with the modern roofs and the modern lighting. It's really warm.
Yeah, and with
That-
the high ceilings, you can do
That's
different
true.
things with the lights and the kitchen. I mean, you love the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what is it you love about the home, Sally?
Look, I also love the fact that we've blended a bit of the old and the new. It's what really makes the house a great house to live in. We feel really comfortable here. It's got a warm feeling, and we often have people over commenting on how fantastic the house is. We just really love it, and the kids are happy here. We're happy here. It's been a fantastic process, and it's been a great house to live in.
Obviously, we're shooting this for people at home who are thinking about building their own homes. What would you say to anyone who was thinking about getting David to work with them?
I'd
Okay.
definitely highly recommend Post and Beam. I can't say that we've had a better experience building
exactly.
we've built before, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, and someone like David that, again, just to take you through the steps.
Yeah,
Like I said, I'm not a builder. I've got 2 left hands, 2 right feet, walk around in circles. But someone like Dave that can just take the time to explain what's going on, and you go to bed knowing that, okay, we know what's happening the next day, we know what's going to happen with the plans, know how to talk to the tradies. So those sort of things, it's just invaluable.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, guys, thank you, David. Thank
No
you,
worries.
Sally, for inviting us
Thanks
into
a
your
lot.
home.
No worries.
That was great. Thank you.
No worries at all.